Hello, dearest, beautiful co-creator souls of love and light. This is Nenari, Princess of the Sea, coming to you with a new video. And the reason for this video is because many have been coming to me as of late, seeking for assistance on the path, the sacred path of life. And so I'm going to bring forth the wisdom related to a video that I did back several months ago on addictions. Now, this was having to do with addiction in the twin soul journey, but the wisdom also reflects for all of life. And I'm going to expand upon this having to do with some specific addictions. Addictions in general are nothing more than a sense of self-loathing and self-hatred. Now, I say this free from judgment or free from blame. This is just simply the paradigm in which is created when we embark upon any type of addiction, whether it be alcohol, drugs, smoking, food addictions, sexual addictions, whatever the addiction is. This said, what tends to happen is that we usually are in an addiction because we are avoiding the now moment. We are avoiding the pain and the suffering that we are experiencing on some sort of level, whether it's in regards to a past trauma, whether it's in regards to a incident that happened in our life, a relationship that or a union that has ended, a loved one who has crossed over. There are many catalysts that have us turn towards addictions. This said, it is imperative, especially for light workers, but for all beings here on this earth, that when one is to embark upon the healing path, it is as I share when I give Reiki attunements, being the Reiki master that I am. Reiki level 1 with me is healer, heal thyself. So it is within healing yourself that actually you can transform your life and the lives of others. What tends to happen in the light worker path is there are many on the path who are healing others, yet still embark upon smoking or drinking or drugs of some sort. This is free from judgment or blame again, but what this does is that it brings your body in such toxicity, even if you're eating toxic foods, and has you have an inability to be fully a clear channel for the master artist, source, God, spirit, love, whatever you so choose to call it. And so there is an invitation there for you to become a clear channel. And this is free from meaning that there are people on this path who seem to feel that, oh, it's not spiritual if you are drinking, or it's not spiritual if you're smoking, or you're not spiritual if you are, doing these things. What it is it's all a part of the path and the journey. And what tends to happen is that in a natural progression, you end up shedding those things that no longer serve you, those ways of self-loathing and self-hatred. Because when you really truly love yourself and you really fully step into your soul and your soul's song, you are free from harming anyone, including yourself. And this means that addictions just naturally fall by the wayside, and you start to embrace more of your light body in eating light body foods, in having healthy practices spiritually and holistically within what it is that you take within your mouth and also your thoughts and your ways of being in life. You become a clear channel naturally. It's not simply that it is because it is a requirement, but it is simply because of your shift in a consciousness of being pure love. When you are in the consciousness of pure love, pure divine love, seeing as Source sees, living, being, and acting as if Source acts, then you just naturally embrace these ways of being. For in Lemuria, in our first life here, etherically as well as physically, we were actually free from eating, period. We actually lived off the prana, or the energy of Source itself. As we devolved in consciousness, we then started with foods, and further into consciousness with eating meat and whatnot. To release addictions, then, is to come into loving yourself fully. And many of my videos here on YouTube are a reflection of how to love yourself and guidance on the path. Once you have chosen to let go of those addictions, what is wise then is to actually heal what it is that caused the addiction to begin with, to get to the root cause of that self-loathing and self-hatred. One of the biggest ones is I'm not good enough, or I am not safe, or I am in a place of anxiety. When one is in a place of anxiety, it is either because one is either focusing on something that has happened in the past, such as a past trauma, or focusing on the future, of being afraid of what could happen, rather than embracing and being in the present now, the present moment. Now, since all of our lives are being lived in the now, our past and our future is all a part of that, because there really is no such thing as a past or a future. There is just right now, this one moment, this Om. So that said, the past and the future is there, so such memories of trauma and abuse and fear of anxiety of what could happen in the future all exist now here in this moment. The key is to be free from delving down that rabbit hole of repeating that over and over again in our consciousness. The key is to simply take a breath here in this now moment and to know that you are safe. You are safe because you are in the arms of love itself, of God itself, the Master Artist itself. And in that is an incredible amount of safety and love and pure light, because God sees us as beautiful, whole, perfect, complete, simply as we are right now in this moment. Bumps, bruises, magnificence and all. As my videos, You Are Safe, and Your Love Blesses the World, You Are a Miracle videos reflect. So if you can close your eyes in those moments of trauma and fear, and to just take some slow, deep breaths and feel your heart center, and know that you are in the arms of love itself, of God itself, and that you are safe, and you are okay simply as you are. You are cherished as you are. Even if we make a mistake, in God's eyes there are no mistakes. There are just steps along the path of experience. And when you really see yourself as God sees you, then you know just how beautiful that you are. And then the anxiety shifts. And the addictions that have fallen away give birth to creation. To heal that which caused the addiction is to embrace it in love. To feel your pain and feel your suffering. Acknowledge it, as I have shared in my many videos before, of feeling that feeling full out. This is what I'm referring to. If you are sad because you have lost a loved one and this is what caused you to drink, for example, feel that sadness fully and embrace your pain. Because as you embrace that pain and hear your suffering, it then melds into love. Because your inner child is just simply looking to be held, looking to be loved, looking to be acknowledged that you're in pain. So embrace that pain, embrace that suffering. And as you feel it full out, what will then happen is that pain will subside. You will realize, as in the example, that your loved one is still here with you, but that they communicate with you in just a different way now. That yes, you miss their physical presence, but they're communicating with you telepathically, energetically, and soulfully, perhaps through a favorite song that you both loved, or, as in with my grandmother, whenever I smell gardenias, I know my grandmother is with me. Through synchronicities and signs and blessings our loved ones give us this. And say, for example, if you turn to drugs and alcohol or food addiction because you did not feel loved as you were abused as a child. I myself went through such. Feel that full out of feeling not loved. And then come to the realization, seeing with real eyes, realizing that no matter what, whoever it was that abused you was simply doing the best that they could with the energy and level of consciousness that they had at that moment, and they knew no better. And hold them and you in love, knowing that you are love, because even if those people were unable to love you because they were unable to receive love and love themselves, as hurting people oftentimes will hurt others. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. And you are a beautiful and amazing soul. And even if that person that abused you could not love you, it is free from meaning that you are not lovable. You are enough, and you are amazing, and you are loved. And really feel that deeply within you. For these are the steps and the ways to heal, is to be this pure love. And to have support in an environment around you of those who uplift you and love you. And that starts from the love and support you give with yourself. To love yourself fully. May this gift be a blessing of love to help you on the path. And for those who are suffering in addictions and obsessions, please know that I am here for you. I do spiritual mentoring sessions for wherever you are on the path. And I have much experience in helping many to shed their addictions and to also heal the underlying causes of what causes those addictions. I have been helping many people for over 30 years with this. Please feel free to contact me. My email is Nenari, Nenari, at diamondlady.net. You can also go to my website, diamondlady.net, or soulsong, satsongoftheheart.net, and connect with me through there. Know that I am always here for you and that I love you. In pure divine love, Espavo.